The International Residential Code, or IRC, addresses safety requirements for dwellings. IRC Section R311.3 necessitates that single-family homes equipped with forced air gas appliances have a gas shut-off valve. This valve must be positioned within 6 feet of any opening in the wall, ceiling, or a floor that serves as a fresh air intake. Furthermore, IRC Section 1803.2 mandates a switch or another method to halt the fan or blower. This switch or stopping mechanism must be located within 5 feet of the top of each stairway that leads to inhabited areas of the house. The National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, also publishes codes relevant to gas and oil furnaces. NFPA 54, known as the National Fuel Gas Code, Section 5.4.3.2, stipulates that gas-fired appliances must have an easily accessible manual disconnect. This disconnect should be situated within 6 feet of the appliance itself. In addition to NFPA 54, NFPA 211, which is the standard for chimneys, fireplaces, vents, and solid fuel burning appliances, also has relevant provisions. NFPA 211, Section 5.4.2 demands that oil-fired appliances have a readily accessible manual disconnect. This disconnect should be located within reach of the appliance. It's important to remember that these codes are not static and can vary. Factors influencing the specific code requirements include the jurisdiction, meaning the city, county, or state, and the year in which the building was originally constructed. To ensure compliance and accuracy, it is strongly advised to consult with local authorities. These authorities can provide the most up-to-date regulations applicable to your specific situation. Firstly, consider the International Residential Code, specifically Section R311.3.1. This section addresses gas shut-off valves. It mandates their presence in single-family dwellings with forced air gas appliances. The specific requirement is that the gas shut-off valve must be located within 6 feet of any opening used for fresh air intake, whether it's in the wall, ceiling, or floor. This placement ensures quick access to shut off the gas supply in case of an emergency, such as a gas leak or a fire. Secondly, look at IRC Section 1803.2. This section focuses on fan or blower switches. It requires a switch or other means of stopping the fan or blower to be located within 5 feet of the top of each stairway. This pertains to stairways that lead to occupied areas of the dwelling. The purpose of this requirement is to provide a readily accessible way to shut down the ventilation system. This can be crucial in situations like a fire, where stopping the fan can help prevent the spread of smoke and flames. Thirdly, examine NFPA 54, the National Fuel Gas Code, specifically Section 5.4.3.2. This section addresses manual disconnects for gas-fired appliances. It mandates that these appliances have a readily accessible manual disconnect located within 6 feet of the appliance. This requirement ensures that someone can quickly and easily shut off the gas supply directly at the appliance. This is important for maintenance repairs or in the event of a gas leak. Fourthly, consider NFPA 211, which is the standard for chimneys, fireplaces, vents, and solid fuel burning appliances, particularly Section 5.4.2. This section focuses on manual disconnects for oil-fired appliances. It mandates that these appliances have a readily accessible manual disconnect located within reach of the appliance. Similar to the gas appliance requirement, this ensures a quick and easy way to shut off the oil supply to the appliance for maintenance, repairs, or in an emergency situation. Keep in mind that codes can vary. These variations depend on the specific jurisdiction and the year of construction. Always consult local authorities to confirm the exact requirements in your area. Review the Uniform Mechanical Code, or UMC. This code provides comprehensive regulations for mechanical systems, including heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, or HVAC systems. It may contain additional requirements relevant to furnace switches and safety. Refer to the New York State Building Code, or NIC. This code may have specific requirements that differ from the IRC or NFPA codes, particularly regarding energy efficiency and safety standards for heating appliances. Consider the California Building Standards Code, or CBSC. California often has unique building standards due to its specific environmental and safety concerns. The CBSC may have additional requirements for furnace installations, including switch locations and safety features. It's important to understand the purpose of these codes. The primary goal is to ensure safety. These codes aim to minimize the risk of fire, gas leaks, and other hazards associated with gas and oil furnaces. By requiring readily accessible switches and shut-off valves, they enable quick intervention in emergency situations. Another important goal is to protect occupants. These codes help protect residents from potential harm by ensuring that furnaces are installed and operated safely. Proper installation and maintenance, as mandated by these codes, reduce the risk of carbon monoxide poisoning and other health hazards. Compliance with these codes is also a legal requirement. Failure to comply with building codes can result in fines, penalties, and legal liability. It's essential for builders, contractors, and homeowners to adhere to these regulations to avoid legal issues. In addition to the specific code requirements, there are some best practices to consider when installing or maintaining a furnace switch. Firstly, ensure that the switch is easily accessible. The switch should be located in a place where it can be quickly and easily reached in an emergency. Avoid placing obstructions in front of the switch. Secondly, label the switch clearly. The switch should be clearly labeled so that anyone can easily identify its purpose. Use a permanent label that is resistant to fading or damage. Thirdly, test the switch regularly. The switch should be tested periodically to ensure that it is functioning properly. If the switch is not working, it should be repaired or replaced immediately. Fourthly, follow manufacturer's instructions. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions when installing or maintaining a furnace switch. This will help to ensure that the switch is installed correctly and that it functions properly. Here are some additional considerations to keep in mind. Firstly, consider the location of the furnace. The location of the furnace could affect the placement of the switch. For example, if the furnace is located in a basement, the switch should be located at the top of the stairs leading to the basement. Secondly, consider the type of furnace. The type of furnace can also affect the placement of the switch. For example, a gas furnace may require a different type of switch than an oil furnace. Thirdly, consider local regulations. Local regulations may have specific requirements for the placement of furnace switches. Always check with your local building department to ensure that you are complying with all applicable regulations. Fourthly, consider professional installation. If you are not comfortable installing a furnace switch yourself, it is best to hire a qualified professional. A qualified professional will be able to install the switch correctly and ensure that it is functioning properly. In summary, understanding the codes requiring furnace switches at the top of stairs is crucial for ensuring safety and compliance. The IRC and NFPA codes provide specific requirements for the placement of switches and shut-off valves for gas and oil furnaces. Remember to consult with local authorities to confirm the most up-to-date regulations in your area. The International Residential Code Section R311.31 and Section 1803.2 provides stipulations for single-family dwellings with gas appliances. NFPA 54 Section 5.4, 3.2 and NFPA 211 Section 5.4 provides stipulations for gas and oil-fired appliances. Local authorities should always be consulted to ensure compliance and accuracy. These codes are designed to minimize the risk of fire, gas leaks, and other hazards associated with gas and oil furnaces, protecting occupants and ensuring legal compliance. Best practices for installing and maintaining furnace switches include ensuring accessibility, clear labeling, regular testing, and following manufacturer's instructions. These practices, along with considering the furnace location, type, and local regulations, contribute to a safe and compliant furnace installation. Professional installation is recommended if you are not comfortable performing the task yourself. The purpose of the International Residential Code, the IRC, is to provide a comprehensive set of regulations for the construction of 1- and 2-family dwellings and townhouses. It covers various aspects of building design and construction, including structural, fire safety, plumbing, mechanical, and electrical systems. The IRC aims to ensure the health, safety, and welfare of occupants by establishing minimum requirements for these aspects of construction. It is updated regularly to reflect advancements in building technology and changes in industry best practices. The National Fire Protection Association, the NFPA, is a non-profit organization that develops and publishes codes and standards aimed at minimizing the risk and effects of fire. NFPA codes and standards cover a wide range of topics, including fire protection systems, electrical safety, flammable liquids, and industrial hazards. These codes and standards are widely adopted by governmental agencies, industry professionals, and other organizations to ensure fire safety in buildings and other environments. NFPA also provides training and education programs to promote fire safety awareness and best practices. The Uniform Mechanical Code, or UMC, is a model code that provides regulations for mechanical systems, including heating, ventilation, air conditioning, refrigeration, and plumbing. It is developed and published by the International Association of Plumbing and Mechanical Officials, or IAPMER. The UMC aims to ensure the safe and efficient operation of mechanical systems in buildings by establishing minimum requirements for design, installation, and maintenance. It is updated regularly to reflect advancements in technology and changes in industry best practices. The New York State Building Code, or NIC, is a set of regulations that governs the construction and renovation of buildings in the state of New York. It is based on the International Building Code, or IC, with amendments and additions specific to New York State. The NIC covers various aspects of building design and construction, including structural, fire safety, accessibility, and energy efficiency. It aims to ensure the safety, health, and welfare of building occupants and the public. The California Building Standards Code, or CBSC, also known as Title 24, is a set of regulations that governs the construction and renovation of buildings in the state of California. It includes the California Building Code, the California Residential Code, and other codes and standards related to building design and construction. The CBSC aims to ensure the safety, accessibility, energy efficiency, and environmental sustainability of buildings in California. It is updated regularly to reflect advancements in technology and changes in state laws and regulations. These codes are essential for ensuring the safety and functionality of buildings and mechanical systems. They are developed by experts in the field and are based on the latest research and best practices. Adherence to these codes is crucial for protecting the health and safety of building occupants and the public.